I might have died unmarked, unknown, a failure. Now, we are not a failure. Never in our full life could we have hoped to do such work for tolerance, for justice, for man's understanding of man as we do now by accident. Our words, our lives, our pains, nothing. The taking of our lives, all. That last moment belongs to us.
Hello and welcome to Channel 400 News. Today we have with us special guests from the most recent court trial, Mr. Sacco and Vanzetti. Please welcome Mr. Sacco.
Hello, Mr. Brown.
Hello, Mr. Sacco. Would you care for a cigarette?
I would, thank you.
Get my lighter out real quick.
Thank you.
So, let's proceed with the interview. First of all, what crime have you been charged with?
Well, unfortunately, me and my good friend Mr. Vanzetti have been charged with the supreme crime of this land. We've been charged with first-degree murder.
Oh God, that sounds like it could put a damper in anyone's day. So, exactly why have you been charged with this crime?
Well, it began 7 years ago when two men were murdered while carrying a briefcase that contained $15,000. A few months later, we fell into a police trap related to the crime. Although we were holding guns and didn't answer questions that the police asked us, they really had no probable cause to detain us and put us in court. That leaves us to believe that the only reason they did so was because of our political views and our Italian heritage.
Well, that doesn't seem very fair to me. What was the verdict that was given to you after your court case?
Despite how grossly unfair and sad it is, we were sentenced to death on April 9th of this year.
Oh, well, that sounds like it's very bad. How are you able to cope with this verdict?
Well, what I wish more than all in this hour of agony is that our case be understood and that it serve as a tremendous lesson to the forces of freedom.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Mr. Sacco. Shortly after this, we will be having Mr. Sacco's friend and acquaintance, Mr. Vanzetti, come on to tell us more about this tragic court case.
So we just got finished talking with Mr. Sacco, and now we'd like to welcome his longtime friend and companion. Please help me welcome Mr. Vanzetti.
Hello. A pleasure to be with you today, Mr. Brown.
Good to have you. Please take a seat. So we heard lots from Mr. Sacco about the trial and how your fate that's going to befall you tomorrow came about. What evidence do you have that your trial is unfair?
Well, first off, the main evidence used against us in court was the fact that we were both carrying guns with us. While that seems a bit suspicious, that's not enough evidence to condemn a man to any crime. Secondly, even though 90 people testified with our alibi, all of them were ignored simply because they were Italian and the court felt that they could not be trusted. In fact, that discriminatory scumbag of a judge even had the audacity to say these exact words: "Although these men may not have committed the crimes attributed to them, they are nonetheless culpable because they are enemies of our existing institutions."
I cannot believe that someone of such stature in our legal system would have the audacity to say such things.
I know. It's a crying shame.
Can you describe to us your political beliefs and how they might have affected your trial?
Well, me and my good friend Sacco are both anarchists. Unfortunately, in today's political climate, we are viewed negatively because of this. Many people are afraid that because we are anarchists and that because we do not agree with the government, we are going to try and incite some sort of revolution, like the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia. We would never do such a thing. We do not believe in violence. In fact, during World War I, we left the country and fled to Mexico just to escape from the war.
One last question, Mr. Vanzetti. What's your favorite color?
Red. No, wait, blue. Ah!
What is your favorite color? Blue. No.
Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Vanzetti, and we appreciate everything that you've had to tell us. And I hope everything goes well for you tomorrow.
I'm sure it will be fantastic.
Okay. And thank you for watching another fantastic episode of 400 News.